Hello and welcome back to the Modern Stacker. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about just another thing to consider when you're purchasing your precious metals, whether it's online or whether it's at an LCS. There's something that I recently ran into that I wanted to share with you, just because you guys are an awesome community, and I think that this is stuff that, as we share experience and our experiences working with the precious metals, these are great tips to know and just understand. So without further ado, I will jump into this topic. But before I get into it, I'm pushing to get to 1,000 subscribers. If you want to help me out, hit that little subscribe button right below this video. And also hit that thumbs up button right there. It also helps the YouTube algorithm kind of push this out. So, all right, on to the story. So I went to my LCS. I had two 10-ounce silver bars that I needed to offload, and they happen to be Scottsdale stackers. So these, if you haven't seen these before, they're really cool. They stack, into a nice little pile. Excuse me. They also have a serial number and this really cool polished design, right? So they're a really nice piece. And if you haven't seen these before, definitely check them out. But the Scottsdale stackers, they're really cool, and that they're kind of unique. When you see them, they're unique. And so I had two of these, and I was wanting to convert these into rounds, so that because I was a little heavy on bars at the time, and I was needing to balance my stack out a little bit and be a little bit more lighter on the 1 ounce round side. And so I called up my LCS and said, "Hey, I've got these 10-ounce bars. I'd really like to get these converted into 1 ounce rounds. Can you help me out?" And she said, yeah, I'd love to. And what are you trading in? I said 10-ounce Scottsdale stackers. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, I'll just bring them in, and yeah, I'll just take care of you. No worries." So I did. I took them in. She gave me 2 tubes of just kind of random 10-ounce bar, or 10-ounce, 1 ounce coins. So I got 20 ounces of 1 ounce rounds. There were 2 variations. One of them was actually, I'd never seen these before, but they were the 1 ounce rounds. That's what I was looking for, and yeah, everything worked out fine. But she didn't charge me anything for the exchange. It was great. I was like, "Hey, no conversion price, no conversion fees. That's awesome." Well, one of the stacks of rounds turned out to be a little miscut. So one of the things that you can kind of you come across is that sometimes these rounds are not maybe the best quality. So it's always a good idea to take a look at it and make sure you're happy with the round. Again, I'm not going to knock on any of these. In fact, I'm sure all these are fine, but every now and then you'll find a round that was maybe not of the highest quality standards. And, it's obvious, it's noticeable. And in this particular round's case, the edges were sharp, razor sharp. You couldn't, if I was just handling it with my hand, I'd probably cut my hand. And that's no bueno, no good. I had to do something about that. So I called her back up and said, "Hey, so one of those rounds needs to be, swapped out. Do you have any buffaloes?" And she says, "Yeah, I got some buffaloes, but I'll have to charge a premium for those. Those are pretty popular right now." I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." And my LCS dealer, she's been really fair and really cool with me, so it's all totally on the up and up. But so I did. We went and traded those ends, and we got buffaloes. But while we were there, I asked her, I said, "So why didn't you charge me a premium on the, when we did the stacker thing?" She says, "Well, you had the nicer item at the time." I was like, "Well, I typically buy nice stuff, so it's not too surprising." She's like, "Well, it's good that you do that, because as an LCS dealer, I want that stuff because I can move that a lot easier than some of these other things." So, and that got me thinking. I was like, well, that makes sense, right? I mean, if you have something that's desirable, people are going to want it. Right now, this Scottsdale Cowboy round is getting a lot of praise. A lot of people have been talking about this particular Scottsdale round, and I can see why. It's got the radial kind of designs in the background. It's got a really cool horse design. The background, or the obverse, reverse, obverse, whichever this one is. It's got the lion, ride for the brand. I mean, it's cool, right? It's cool. What's not to like about this? If it's well cut and not sharp and not going to cut your hand, fantastic. Also, it's 4.9's fine. I am. I mean, this is a fantastic round. This could be possibly the perfect round, and they may be setting the bar right for all future rounds beyond this. Up to until that point, it's been the Buffalo. The Silver Buffaloes has been a very popular round that a lot of people have gone to. So my point though is that if you have the desirable round or the desirable item, it's going to help you in your exchanges, right? So if you're going to exchange this at an LCS, or if you're using it in a kind of a barter situation, it's like, if I had this infinity coin, again, not knock, I'm just picking this one at random. So infinity, sorry, you're the example. But if I use this infinity coin and this was less desirable to somebody and they were wanting the cowboy, okay? Then the cowboy is what they're going to prefer, and there's going to be a valued preference toward this. And I'm saying this even in an LCS exchange deal. Like, you might get a little bit more in your exchange for the cowboy than, say, the infinity round. Again, just using them as an example. So, and the same thing goes with bars. So, I mean, if I had brought in just a generic, where is a good generic? Where's AppMax? AppMax. Yeah, here we go. If I brought in just a generic AppMax stacker, maybe that was good. But if I brought in the Scottsdale stacker versus the AppMax stacker, because this one, interesting. Very similar, isn't it? Maybe they're made by Scottsdale, but this isn't serial numbered. This one is. Ooh. Let me know in the comments below if the AppMax bars are made by Scottsdale. Sure looks like it. That looks like Scottsdale. I didn't know that. Huh. We learned something. But anyway, like I said, there's a premium for the brand name and the type of stacker you've got. If it's just a simple flat bar that doesn't really have anything exciting, let me see if I can find one. Let's just say it was this one, okay? Again, not picking on it, just this, I grabbed it. If this wasn't exciting to the dealer, you're going to get less money value for it. And it's speculative. There's no guarantee that this isn't going to be exciting to your LCS, or that this isn't going to get you the that extra bit of premium. That's really all we're talking about. It's just that little sliver, that little extra bit of premium. But it's like I said, this was a scenario that happened to me personally. I brought in something that was unique, and my LCS wanted it. So if you have stuff that's similar in your collection that's going to be more desirable, you'll get a little bit more, just a little bit more, when you go in to exchange it. So let me know if you had any experiences with that in your own personal dealings with your LCS. I'd love to hear some of your stories. Throw them in the comments below. And if you like this video, hit the like button. And I am, like I said, trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. So it is May 26th as of the filming of this video. I think we can get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of June if we really push. I'll try and crank out some content to make it worth it. So, but help me out. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and share this video out with some people who haven't seen my channel, and kind of start talking me up on some communities. I mean, just do all that good stuff that kind of helps get this word around, and kind of go from there. But I really appreciate your time watching this. Thank you very much, and I can't wait to talk to you about some more stuff here in the next video. Till then, keep on stacking.